Hey guys, so thought I'd make a little different type of video this week, or I should say this month. Hope to get back on track on videos every 2 weeks here this winter, and I got a little bit more time to do some stuff. But it's starting to get cold again. It's almost November. I'll be burning some wood soon, but I wanted to, it's just a thought. Actually, my wife suggested to make a video and talking about different types of wood and the benefits and pros and cons of different types of wood. And I'm in the eastern United States before we get too far involved, so if you're like West Coast or Canada or anything like that, this video may not apply to you as far as the types of wood that's available to me. I'm by no means a wood expert, but I do know a few of the better and more common wood that's available here in where I'm at. So the wood that you're looking at on the ground here, these two pieces here, is it's a type of ash. It's I'm pretty sure this is white ash, but most types of ash wood are very similar as far as the burning part goes. Ash does tend to burn up quick, but it burns good and hot, and it dries out really good. That's one of the things I like about it so much. You can cut a tree down and split it the next day and burn it in 2 or 3 weeks. But I always recommend using a wood moisture meter, but anything around 20% is what you want at your target moisture content. Anything more than that, you're just producing more smoke and inefficient burning. Anything less than that, and your wood's too dry and it's just going to burn up quick. However, ash is a good example. Is when it burns so good and it's so dry, I call it choking the fire down. You know, cutting your air intake down, so it'll sit there and smolder more and still give off good heat and not burn up quite as quick. I can put about 3 pieces of wood in there. We got a little. We don't have a wood stove. We have a fireplace with an insert in it. It's got the blower that blows the air out. I'm pretty sure it's Buck brand. And I can put 3 pieces of this in there and get it choked down as good as I can, damper it down, and it'll burn about 2.5, 3 hours. I can put more on it. But oak does tend to burn a little bit longer and hotter. This is a red oak, which is one of the better oaks. As far as I know, this wood does have a very strong smell to it when you split it. It's not really a good smell by any means. But ash is always my favorite and go-to, and they're getting harder to find because the emerald ash borer bug is killing these trees, and it's hard to find a live one. So if you find a live one, leave it alone. Don't cut it down or nothing, unless it's causing a problem to your property or something. And by all means, cut any tree down. But find a dead one. They're not hard to find, and storms bring them down because they dry out so bad and they get almost brittle. So the trees are bad about just snapping off and not uprooting or anything like that. So it's not uncommon to see one snapped at the base of the tree, close to the ground. And they're also rotten inside, and you can find hollow ones as well. That's always no good. I'm trying to make this video outside and cars keep passing. But that also makes the wood very easy to split as well. It's by far the easiest wood I've found to split. I'm talking about it snapping off. This is actually from a tree that snapped off, and I cut it below that, and this is basically the top of the stump, which was probably about 4 foot in the air where it snapped off at. As you can see how it just kind of tears, and this has been sitting there for a couple of years, so it's starting to rot. But yeah, ash is my favorite wood to burn. Oak is second. Oak is your main wood. If you can get oak, any type of oak, that's what you want. Red oak and white oak seems to be the best that I've found. And another good wood, I don't have any right now, I believe, is a sycamore. I say it's good, but it's more good for starting fires and making kindling out of because it burns up quick. And here comes another car. I kept looking at this wood and thinking it was the oak, but it's actually, so this is all cherry here. This is the actual like fruit-bearing cherry, the better cherry. The other type of cherry is more of a wild cherry, and it burns good as well. But this is the red oak here. I don't know what I was thinking a while ago, but I don't have as much red oak as I thought I did. This is also some ash and some apple, matter of fact. A little few pieces of cherry mixed in as well. But to get back to sycamore, I find sycamore is better for making kindling out of and getting a fire going. Or if you're burning wood outside in like a fire pit or something, sycamore is a good choice because you get pretty big flames off of it. And it burns clean. It does pop some. Cherry pops a lot, I've noticed. That's a disadvantage about cherry. Another good kindling wood is, surprisingly or not, sassafras. you don't usually look at sassafras as a wood that you burn. I don't have none available here. I had a few pieces in the house, but it burns fast and not much heat output, but it's really good for getting a fire going. So if you got a couple pieces of wood that may have laid outside and got a little damp or something, you get your fire going good with that and get a good hot start on there, and it'll help dry it out. Yeah, this is all cherry on this rack and this half over here, and most of this on the bottom here, this is all apple, paradise apple. Apple's a really good burning wood as well. It's real popular in smoking meats and stuff, just like hickory and stuff like that. But it is a very good wood to burn. This is a different type of this is a different type of oak up here on the top. I think this is white oak is what this one is. It does appear to be white oak. If you can get oak or hickory, hickory's another good wood that burns really good. And try to get oak and hickory. Maple's another good choice. I've seen like maple has to dry out more than some other woods, and maple's a very hard wood, just like the oak is. So you got to keep that in mind. By far the easiest wood to split is going to be your ash, and the cherry's not bad. It does kind of tear some if it's still green. Oak splits good if it's dry and the logs ain't too big around, but you're going to have some tonnage behind your log splitter to get some big pieces split. A lot of people ask about burning pine, which is, pine burns good for the most part, and you can use pine as like kindling in a fireplace or wood stove, but don't primarily burn pine. It's okay to get a fire started or just throw a random piece in. It's not going to hurt anything, but don't make it your primary wood to burn, because the sap in there helps. It sticks to the walls of your chimney or flue pipe, whatever you have, and it can cause creosote to form up and cause chimney fires, and it's just no good. Well, I'm going to try not to make these videos very long, not too detailed. I know stuff like this is kind of boring, but I've always been fascinated with different types of wood, especially when it comes to woodworking. Like you've seen in my past, I build, guitars and stuff like that out of wood, and it's always interesting to see which types of wood give you the best wood grain on wood projects and give you the most heat output, But you can Google BTU firewood charts rated by the BTU rating, and the higher the BTU rating is what you want. You're going to see the white oak and red oak and hickory and that kind of stuff, and even the apple up towards the top. Then you start getting into the ash and cherry and all your less popular woods. Speaking of popular, try to avoid poplar wood. It smolders. It does not burn as good unless you split up into small pieces, then it burns up too quick. So you kind of keep poplar just for like outdoor burning. Seems like it needs more air anyway to burn better. That's the only two woods that I've ran into that I would avoid. I've also burned some box elder one year, and it was okay. It was about like sycamore. It did burn it pretty quick though. But yeah, your main woods, number one's always going to be ash and oak for me. Any type of oak, I'm not too picky when it comes to that. I've never burnt this red oak before, I don't believe. And you can recognize oak. That's a piece of cherry there. You can recognize oak by I call it like stringy grain. And it kind of tears. You see them pieces there. So you can see it more on this piece here where it stuck out. And this is white oak here, I believe. But there's an app on your phone that you can download called Picture This. And if you can get a tree, you can take a picture of either the bark or preferably the leaf will get you the best results. And that'll help you identify the type of wood you got. I don't rely on it 100%, but it does help point you in something. Like if I'm 90% sure this is white oak, and if if that app said that this is white oak, then I'm going to just go with it at that point. But if I got some more ash to split, I've saved it for the later part of the year here. But the main reason I like ash, it splits good most of the time, unless you get a knot in it, then it'll kind of just crumble. What I like about it, it don't take very long for it to dry out. So that's a major advantage with ash if you're in a hurry. If you see there, I got a few pieces of cherry left to split as well. It's been there for a little bit. So I still got probably a day worth of splitting. That should get me through the winter for the most part. I got another 8-foot rack halfway full of ash as well. So it should be good for this winter. Plus I got a stack in the garage already. But anyway, I feel like this video is probably getting a little too long, and if anybody makes a suggestion on some of the types of wood that they like to burn, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm always open to suggestions and like to hear everybody's opinion on stuff. It means a lot to me. Just don't be too negative. Don't be too negative. Oh, another good wood I just happened to think about too, it's up towards the top of the list, is locust, like honey locust. Just watch out for the burrs on it. It's got like massive thorns, probably about midways up the tree, so watch out for that. But it's another good wood. I never have split it. I know it's a hard wood, but it's a really good wood to burn. So I'm really looking forward to burning this year. Got a good variety of wood. We got ash, cherry, red oak, white oak, and apple. That's all I got so far. So I got a good mix of wood, and should be good to see. And hopefully it's not too bad of a winter going into it. I always dread January. It seems like it's the worst month. It gets down to 0 there for a while, and this year we had a lot of flooding and stuff too on top of everything. So it was a very weird winter last year, and it's been kind of a weird summer here too, so kind of preparing for the worst. I'm also building a waste oil burner, as I mentioned in some previous videos, for my garage, and it's going to be outdoors, and it'll be I have a radiator inside it, and it heats the water and pumps it inside to another radiator, so there's no fire inside, just hot water being pumped inside. And if you would, please check out some of my older videos. I made a video about my log splitter I got, which my dad actually bought me. It's a little electric one. I can't remember the brand of it, Yard Max or something like that, but I made a whole video on it, and it's actually pretty impressive just being a 5-ton electric one. And you get a decent amount of wood split with it. And I like it because it sits up high. You're not working directly off the ground like a lot of the older log splitters were. There's also an old video of I fixed an axe up and used a splitting maul. Me and my wife was taking turns splitting some wood up. So might check out some of my old videos if you want to. As always, I promise to get back on small engine repair videos and electrical stuff like I used to do all the time. Just kind of went through a spell where I got kind of, I wouldn't really say burn out on it, but you sometimes just get tired of working on stuff, kind of ran out of fresh ideas. So that's kind of why I haven't really been doing anything small engine related, except for a few repairs on some of my own equipment here and there. But we definitely get back on that soon. I got a Red Max weed eater I want to fix. I got a couple push mowers I need to work on, and I got a ride mower. It's got a blown up engine wanting to work on for about 2 years now. So hopefully maybe one day this winter we get the garage straightened up a little bit. We can get that in there and start working on it. Maybe split it up into a few parts. I can't decide to rebuild the engine that's on it or put something else on it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end this video. Sometimes I get rambling too much on there. So hope this video is not too boring for you. And again, like I said, if you got any questions, comments, or suggestions for some better wood to burn, I'll be on the lookout to find. Because I'm always cutting trees down and stuff. I'll try to get a hold of something like that, and we'll check it out and see how it does. But from what I found out in the last few years after we bought the house, it's got, I've always burnt wood off and on, been familiar with the better types, but actually having to do it every year and splitting everything up, it gives you an opportunity to kind of browse the woods a little bit more, if you know what I mean. Always open to finding something different to burn. So, alright guys, we'll catch you on the next video. Like I said, I hope this is not too boring for you. So, catch you later. Thanks for watching, guys.